Welcome back to Adventures in Silvernail Campaign 5. What the Fae, the Odyssey of Chaos. This is episode 3. Did I say that? Episode 3 of Campaign 5. All right. We are glad to be back here. If you guys weren't here last week, the players have been beating ass. They have been doing absolutely great. They've been pulled out of their crazy worlds, and we're just gonna keep running with this combat so we can get it out of the way as quickly and smoothly as possible, because it's going to be a hefty one. And also, this might be a spoiler that maybe the whole season is just this one long combat. Who knows? Who knows? It's not. I'm just kidding, guys. Scott and spell slots is like, wait a minute. Uh-oh, I didn't plan right. All right. But we did luckily end last session at the end of turn order, and we were going to start at the top of turn order. But just to recap, everyone, the 5 players have found themselves in a interdimensional space where they are being tested by a group or person known as the Will of Asteri, which they have also now found out that they are de facto members of because of their great grandparents. And so they are now here. The map is divided into 4 sections that are different elemental regions that hold different combatants. To our north, we have the ice section that is currently occupied by Sharp Cheddarfield and Tidbit Crimson. To the east, we have the fire area that is housed by Sylvie and Desiree. And to the south, we have the earth area, which is housed by Ursine. To the west is the air area that no one is in. It's currently fogged up, so no one can even see inside of there. So everything that is viewable on the field is just where the players are at. And that's where the players are to cover where the enemies are. In the north, the water elemental and the water myrmidon have been banished from combat. Barring they stay out of combat for the next 9 rounds, they are no longer things to deal with. To the east, we have dealt with the fire myrmidon, but the fire elemental is still there, and Scott's wind wall is also still in play. To the south, we have an earth elemental and a earth myrmidon who have recently formed and look great. They're having the best of times, hanging out in the south with Ursine, and to the west again is unviewable. And so we start back at the top of turn order that I still have in front of me. Boom, there it is. Miss Desiree, how would you like to start us off? On your side, you have the fire elemental and the wind wall. Both those things are behind you.
Is my elemental friend still there next to that guy like he was before?
Your companion is there. He had just pushed him through, and that guy come back out. So they're both standing there.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna want to use my spirit guy to push him again for a turn back into the wind wall.
Yeah, give me, that's going to be either acrobatics or athletics on your end, and I'll make the same. Acrobatics for me for sure.
Oh, that was a 5.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 20. Okay, yeah. So you just lose the contest of strength, but that is all. You just aren't able to push it back into the fire, but you don't lose any ground. You just don't gain any ground. And this has been established before. If your companion wasn't immune to fire, it would be taking fire damage from the fire elemental, but because it is fire, it's just like hot on hot. So they just grappling each other, just dancing.
Okay. Desi is gonna cast Scorching Ray at that guy. Create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. I'm gonna hurl all 3 at that bitch.
Perfect. Make me 3 attacks. And for the audience again, Des does have the elemental adept. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that's the right name of the feat, but it allows her fire to supersede immunity and push it down to resistance. Push resistance is down to basic things. So she's built.
Okay, 18, 17, and 12 to hit.
18 hits, 17 hits, 12 does not hit.
Okay. That'll be 2d6. That'll be 7 damage total.
Did you roll for both sets, both hits?
Oh wait, shit. 7 for the first, my bad.
You're good.
And then 10 for the second. 17 total.
So it's gonna be 8 points of damage. Gotcha. He has a funny number of health that I can't say out loud.
Oh,
What else you got in there?
I'm gonna use her movement to head towards the earth area now, as far as she can
Okay.
get towards there, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, you weren't. You didn't move that far into the fire plane. Do you want to cross the border into the earth plane?
Yeah, if
You
I
have
can, I want to get as far as I can, or as close to these next guys that are looking pretty healthy.
Absolutely. I need. Let's see. Pull up my first time you enter. Boom. Okay, so you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you shift through the fire into the earth. You just feel like the heaviness of gravity, like pumping onto you. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to be Sharp Cheddar.
Alright, I want to use an action. I will expend a first level spell slot. I'm going to kind of like hunch over as much as a cheese can hunch and kind of bring one of my tools, like from my wood carver's tools, that kind of is that thing that you shave wood with. It's kind of flat at the end. And as I just kind of push it into the ground and drag it, creating this mark, just this magical cheese shavings come out of the ground and wisp up into the air and form a small block of Munster cheese. And then I just look up and whisper something to it, and it's going to take off towards where Ursine Grills is. Let me see what their movement is. 15 feet, so it can move 15 feet.
Okay. Yeah. And you had just done that whole like you had ran like you were gonna go to Ursine and you stopped and went back because the things got summoned, but then they got banished. You turned back around, so you're like,
Right.
and you throw out the
Um,
summoning, which does make it into the earth field. You have enough. 15 feet is like just enough for it to be like, keek. And
Right.
so
Okay, so
it
it
is
can
there.
do that, and it can also do its action on the same turn. So it's going to shoot a ballistic of cheese, 120-foot range. I'm going to shoot the rhino. Is it a rhino?
So now the rhino has been destroyed. It is now a earth elemental and a earth myrmidon. So it's just these kind of like stone
Is either
forms.
near the crevice in the ground, or are they far away from the crevice?
Neither of them are near the crevice. They are
All right.
both on your side of it, but they are like
I'll
not
shoot the one
like
closest to Ursine,
okay.
and I will make my ranged attack.
We'll call that one elemental.
We'll do plus dex. 16.
Ooh, 17 is the AC.
Ah, just flies right by it. So that was my action, bonus action, and then I'm going to. Do I need to be near him to tell him what to do? Let me check it really fast. Yeah, I could probably scream. How much noise is on the field?
No, it's pretty quiet. It's just like the ambient noises of the different environments, so not
Okay,
much. The
I'm
wind
gonna
walls
get
probably
as
the loudest
close as I
thing.
can to the edge of that wind plane area.
Okay, moving towards the clouds.
Moving towards
Perfect.
the
Yeah.
clouds. Alright, and I'm done.
Gotcha. All right. That is going to be our friend Sylvie. You still have your investiture of ice on, and yeah, in front of you is the flame elemental that is kind of dancing with the flame companion of Dez right in front of the wind wall that is swirling behind the elemental. Just so you have a scenic view. And then Dez ran off. Oh, you're muted.
I said I was thinking I was gonna do like my little cone of cold with it, but I was like that'll hurt Desiree's companion, so I'll actually instead use Eldritch Blast on this elemental to do like force damage.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get it back in the wall. I know that would be probably not a thing, but so the first one is a 26,
Hits.
then a 21, and
Hits.
then 14.
Also hits.
Oh, okay.
Fire elemental does not have the highest AC. Remember, has the
Hey,
lowest
I
AC of all the
will
monsters.
take that. And then that's 3 d10. All right, so that would be the first one's 9, the second one is 5, and the third one is 4.
18 points of force damage.
Yeah. I was like, that math was hard for me for whatever reason.
I was keeping it up in my head. Luckily.
And then, is it still just Desiree that's like around me?
Desiree ran off. The only thing that's in that same elemental plane as you is you, her companion, and the elemental itself.
Word.
You killed the other one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and fuck around with the fire elemental, so I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'll stay
Okay.
put.
Perfect. It is our earthen friends' turns. They are going to Earth Elemental is gonna hit the burrow. It's gonna take a dash action. It is currently 60 feet away from you, and it is going to has a burrow speed of 30. It will dash so that it does 60 feet of burrowing, but that is all it will do on its turn. And so you feel you don't feel anything happen. You see the Earth Elemental sink into the ground and just start to move. It can occupy. It can move. It has Earth Glide. It can move through ground as if it was air. So it's just kind of sinks and starts moving. You can see one of its spikes coming out of the ground, a la Jeff the Shark, and it's like, oh, like you can see it moving, but you don't feel it moving. And then the Myrmidon is going to go, and it is going to. It's not as cool. It's much heavier. It's just going to run at you. 30 feet movement. It takes a dash action, and it just. And then it just kind of rests in front of you. And that is all that those two things can do. That's both their actions, is dashing. And Urson, you go right after them.
Cool. And they were not doing that towards me, right? Anyway.
They in fact were.
Wonderful. Good to know. So
I believe you may still be in that hole, so it will be towards your echo that is visible, but it's whatever they're perceiving as you, which I believe is your 3 blights on a trench coat.
Splendid.
So
I am still in the hole.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I also still have 2 tigers that are out from my conjure animal. And I'm going to they're not really close together anymore.
The elemental and Myrmidon are moving succinctly towards your summon. So they haven't, or your echo. So they haven't actually split up. One is just underground and one is above ground, but they're moving simultaneously.
Okay. I am going to like whistle towards the tigers, and I'm gonna have one of them. Well, I'll have both of them go for the Myrmidon, and just run at them. How far away are they from the Myrmidon? Originally they were by where the stone rhino died.
Yeah. We'll give them 15 feet. We'll say they're 15 feet away.
Okay. They're going to. I'll have one run up, and then and I'll have them attack. And I'm gonna have them hit as well, and then do maximum damage. But these are all hypotheticals. I'm gonna roll the dice. 17 for the Myrmidon.
17 does not hit the Myrmidon.
Okay. And then for the other one, I'm gonna have that one run up and attack, and that is going to be a 20.
Yes.
Okay.
It starts with
it's
a
a little bit more
20.
than 20. Cool. All right. And that is gonna be. That's gonna be 6 piercing damage. Oh, I'm sorry, slashing damage. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. Everything about that was wrong.
Oh my god, this is great.
Okay. So that's gonna be 8, 11 slashing damage. I apologize.
Now you're good.
I rolled a D10 instead of a D8. And then I'm also going to, from my echo's position, knock 2 arrows and shoot them out from the echo's position. Amazing. First one rolled a 3. I'm not gonna hit it. Second one rolled a nat 1. Not gonna hit it.
That is true.
I'll just see my echo do that and then roll. Put my head a little deeper in my hole. Perfect.
You are distracted because you see your tigers are hitting the earth myrmidon, but it's just, you can tell that they're doing damage to it, but those claws aren't sinking in. You're picking up some sort of resistance to something's happening there, but it's taking damage, just not fully. And that probably just like kind of holds your attention a little too long as you're like shooting your bows. Okay. Then it's going to be our flaming friend.
I only do piercing and slashing damage. Help.
It's going to it's going to do the same thing that the flame companion did to it, and it's going to try to grapple it. So Erica, I need you to make a dex or a acrobatics or athletics contested roll against this fire elemental from your pet. I don't know if it has different stats or not, but
Wait, you said to be grappled?
yeah, it is making a grappling.
He's immune to being grappled.
Okay, very good.
If you
Good
still want me to
try.
make it, though.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of they're just doing this weird amorphous thing. Okay, and then the other things that would happen don't happen because you're immune to fire. Okay. End of its turn. One attack, correct? Oh yes, it was his action. Okay, great. Our banished friends, and then Tidbit. Miso Crimson.
I think Tibbet's gonna kind of head off towards the Earth area because it looks kind of rough over there. But with my massive 25-foot move speed, I think I'm just gonna dash that way and see how close I can get.
Yeah, you two can cross the border. As you'd already backtracked at the end of the last one, you also take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. But you do cross into the earth area. The earthen area. Bonus action or anything? Or are you just chilling right there?
Just chilling right there.
All right. Sounds good. Back to the top. Desi. Oh, just kidding. It's these layer actions. I'm so sorry, friends. Okay, so no one's going to attack that one because they're not there. Tanner, can you make me a dex save?
Dex, you say?
I do.
Plus 2, 14.
Copy that. You take. Oh, shit. Ooh, 25 points of fire damage, which I believe you are resistant to because of your investure of ice. So,
Mhm.
12 points of
12?
fire damage.
Heard.
All right. Boom. Fire. No one's in air. Ice is not working. All right. Tidbit, Ursine, Desiree, I need dex saves. As you're all in the earth area.
Now, I am lying down in a hole in the ground, so I assume I have some form of advantage here.
Now, when you say the words lying down, do you mean you're prone? Are you laying down prone?
Probably, yeah.
Noted.
I got a 17.
I
You
got a
pass.
6.
Amazing.
You fail. And Andrew.
I gotta.
Question: Does my little
It does not.
monster?
Your cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a 12?
12 is a fail. So Desiree, you feel the ground. Everyone feels the ground shake in the earth side. Desiree, you pass. Nothing happens to you. Ben, you fail and you fall prone. Andrew, because you started prone and you failed, you become restrained.
Okay.
As the ground starts to, it just starts to. You feel it crusting around you, like trying to like drag you into it, but you can feel it like crusting up around you. And it is holding you down, restrained. You have to use an action to break out of that. Or just, roll with the restrained condition. You have options to live your life. And now we're back at the top of turn order, which is our good friend Desiree.
So how far away are the enemies in this Earth area from me now? Because they moved, right?
Yes, they are moving towards the 3 blights in a trench coat. We'll give it 50 feet from you.
Okay. I gotta rethink now. Let's just do a scorching ray again. Does one of them look more hurt than the other?
Yes.
Okay, that one that looks a little more hurt. We're gonna.
One looks just a little bit scratched. Just a little bit scratched.
Okay.
That's the Myrmidon.
Okay, the Myrmidon. We're gonna put all 3 at him. Uh, 21, a 12, and a 17.
21 hits.
That'll be 10.
10 points
10
of
for
fire.
him.
10s across the board. Okay, gotcha. What else is Desi giving
And
us?
for my buddy over there, let's go ahead and see who's stronger again, I guess, with pushing him in the wind.
Copy that. Fire. 17.
No, yeah, not mine. Not mine. You win.
Ugh. He just posts up and doesn't allow you to push through him. 2 raging flames trying to encompass each other. It's very beautiful to watch.
And that'll be it for her, I guess, for now.
Perfect. Sharp, it's your turn. You stand at close to the border of the air, which are still technically in the ice place.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to just is it just like a wall of air?
That's blocking your view. It's really cloudy. It's like what is it? Fog, mist.
Yeah.
What's it really called when it's it's just fog
Just
on the
trying
ground?
to get a designation of if I poke my nose eyes in, will I be able to see like 4 feet, 3 feet?
Yeah, as you get closer, you notice that it's not that you like can't see through it. It's just that it is obscured because there's clouds. So you just wouldn't be able to see very far in front of you. You'd probably be able to see about 4 to 5 feet in front of you.
But
right
people
in that
way
area.
behind me, it would be hard to see even a few feet into it. It would be blurry.
Yeah,
Great.
You would vanish into there.
So I'm just going to stick my head in a little bit, and I'm going to cast Leomon's Secret Chest. Nobody else can see this, not knowing what I'm doing. They just see the big round cheese behind me. But inside this treasure chest that looks metal and mechanical, that's got a charcuterie board engraved onto the front with different cheeses and meats and crackers and grapes, and it just kind of appears from the bottom up from this dark mist around it, and then opens, and I just smile. I'm going to look back and yell for Monster to keep attacking, save them whenever you need you to, and then prepare for my next action because that costs an action. So action, bonus action, I'm going to stay there, and then Monster is going to fire at the one closest to Ursine, who's the only one restrained.
Okay.
All right.
That is going to be...
That is a 7. That's probably a miss.
Yes.
All right, this ballistic's not even close. My turn's over.
All right. That's going to be Sylvie.
Yes. So I still have this fire elemental that's there in front of me. I'm hoping to finish it off this turn so I can take my shit elsewhere. And I'm going to actually cast Toll the Dead on it, so it'll need to make a wisdom save.
That is going to be an 11.
You fail.
You're bullying me.
It'll be 3d12, and that is 21 points of necrotic damage.
21 points of necrotic.
Yeah.
Off of easy math.
Damn, I just realized I was using the wrong modifier for the spell attack. Shit!
We live and we learn.
That.
All right.
And
Okay.
is it still there?
It is still there. It does not look good. But it
Okay,
is still
well,
there.
since I cast a spell, because my malleable caster, I get to make a melee action on the same one. So I'm gonna pop that chain mace back out, and I'm gonna get 10 feet away from it and smash him.
Very smart distance to be.
That'll be a 25 to hit.
Yeah. It hits.
Yeah, that.
Everybody, welcome back
And
to the
then that'll
classic
be-
Tanner going, does a 38 tickle him?
And that'll be 17 bludgeoning damage.
17. That flame is but a flicker, but it's still there. But it's hanging
Okay.
on.
Noted.
It is but a flicker.
Yeah. I'm actually going to start flying. I'm going to use my movement speed to start making my way to the Earth area where everyone seems to be congregated at currently. Just keeping my eye on the Earth elemental.
Copy that.
Not the Earth, but the fire one.
The fire one.
I'm just like, I'm going to keep my eye and cast a long range if I need to put you out. Desi's person doesn't do it.
Do you cross the border from fire to earth?
No, I'm just going to straddle the border.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was Sylvie. Now it is our Earth friends. Okay. So Earth Elemental is going to make an attack at Tiger. Or it's gonna make it so Jesus. A 16 is a 16 hit.
A 16 hits.
And it's gonna be 10 points of damage.
Cool.
Is it still there?
It is still there.
It hits it again. Got 2 attacks.
That's rude.
Another 16.
It still hits.
11 points of damage.
Oh, that's ruder.
Bludgeoning. And that is the end of the elemental. And then the Myrmidon's gonna go. It's looking around, sees that the tigers are there. Yeah, it's gonna make an attack on the uninjured tiger. One single attack. Does a 12 hit?
12 is the AC.
How goes the defender? Okay. This time you're lucky. It comes around with that it tries to, you hear it like crack up with, do I have to use this first? If it hits the attack. Oh, actually, okay, it misses the first attack and I get to make the second attack. Which does hit. It's going to be a 22. 16.
That hits.
Yes. 22 on the uninjured tiger, and it is going to be, plus. You see, as it makes contact with it, it like hits it, and then it's using a maul. It makes contact, and then it just and like erupts with energy. Does 34 points of damage total.
It's still alive.
Okay. And then it just needs to make me a Dex 14 saving throw.
Okay.
That's the last thing.
Cool. It is a 14.
Had a defender. It does not fall prone. Damn these animals. All right.
I make very good carvings.
And it is now your turn.
I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to take a gamble. Bonus action. I'm going to teleport and switch places with my Echo. Am I still restrained?
You are not. You're being restrained by the place you're in. So your Echo would be now swapping that. So your Echo is restrained and you are free moving.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to use my free action to speak and say, you guys, you gentlemen were going. Yeah, I'm just, passing along. I believe you were going after the gentleman in the hole over there. We just switched places. That's all. That's all. Just trying to convince them of that real quick. I'm going to book it in the opposite direction.
Running towards your allies.
Yeah, I'll run towards my allies. I don't know that they're allies, but I'll run toward. They're not hitting me.
The non-elementals. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do another like whistle towards my my conjured animals, and I'll have each one attack. Well, I'll have one attack the Myrmidon again. We'll just see what happens there. That'll be 12. That'll be a 12 to hit for the Myrmidon. No. I'll hit the Myrmidon again then. And that'll be a 21. That's a 21.
Hey, that hit.
Yeah. That is going to be a whopping 7 piercing damage.
The Myrmidon. Okay,
Yeah.
7 better than 9. Okay.
As I'm running away, I am going to attempt to shoot the Myrmidon twice with my bow and arrow.
Copy that.
That is going to be 29.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's fun.
That wasn't a nat 20. Just put a 29 on.
It's not a nat 20. It's not.
No, I know. That's the wild part. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But that is going to be D8. Excuse me. That is going to be 9 piercing. And I'm going to use my gathered swarm to. I moved 30 feet. I'm going to have it push me 5 more feet away.
Nice.
And I am. So now I'm like 35 feet further. And my extra attack is a 14.
Does not hit, but I got the first one. Boom.
And then I'm going to shout again. I cannot stress enough. It's not me, the other one. Right over there. Right over there.
And it's going to be our fire friend. All right. Now it's just going to. Oh, fuck. It is going to shimmy around to the other side of this tree, the wildfire companion, and it's going to try to do what it was doing, and it's going to try to push it instead of hold it now. So I'm going to try to shove you into the fire. If I was in the wrong spot to do so. All right, so we're doing our athletics or acrobatics versus mine, Erica, or for your wildfire companion. I rolled a 7, or a 9.
I rolled an 8.
Yes.
You add anything? Damn.
No.
Yes. Into the fire, or into the air, and that is 3d8 of bludgeoning damage? Question mark. That's Scott's spell. I don't remember what it was. I guess I have to ask now. Is Liama's tiny hut a concentration spell, or not Liama's tiny hut? Secret hut? Okay.
Not. It is not. For that spell, it is, and I'll go ahead. I'll roll it for you. Strength save, 3d8 bludgeoning, and it is 12.
All right, and your save's an 18, right?
Yes.
Also, side note, Erica, I don't know if you remember me giving you the ability augment. I don't think you've used it yet.
I did forget about that shit.
Yeah,
you can
you do still have it.
Check.
Okay.
And to be fair, Des hasn't been making these checks. It's been the wildfire.
Yeah.
I
That
did
was just a
forget about
reminder in case.
No, for sure.
It's 12 on a fail, but 6 on a save because it is half on a save.
Gotcha. Yeah, I did it took 6 points of damage. It would have gotten got. That was its turn. Oh wait, no, that was. Oh wait, that was damage to Erica, not to me. I pushed her in there. I goofed. Erica,
I was
you're
wondering.
making. I was like,
Or
darn it, I'm taking the
Erica's
damage.
fire dude, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
you need to make that the strength save to see if you take half or full. I rolled that on my end, and I was like, wait, whoops. Oopsies.
Just a normal strength save.
Yes.
A 10.
So you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage on
Okay.
your wildfire companion. And then it's going to be fire, water. Water still banished. Tidbit. You got a great view of chaos in front of you now.
How far away is Ursine compared to me, compared to these elementals?
Ursine is now about 15 feet from you. He spent a lot of time running towards you guys. The things he is fighting are 50 feet away. Or that we're fighting him are 50 feet away. So monster's 50 feet, he's 15 feet, and then it's you and Dez who are near each other, coming from different spots.
Tidbit is going to walk over just all casual to Ursine and just kind of free action pull on his shirt. It's like wave. And just give a very quick please stay here. And I'm gonna cast Magic Circle. Just going to stare down at the ground and point and let out a croaking frog tone. And a little circle of flowers and mushrooms is just going to pop up around us in a 10-foot radius. And I'm going to choose a type of creature. I'm going to choose elementals, and it affects them in a few ways. They cannot enter the circle by non-magical means. They would have to succeed on a charisma check to teleport there. They have disadvantage on all attack rolls against creatures inside the circle, and the creatures inside cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
All right. And so that's what happens to the elementals, but anyone else who's not elemental can pass through the space.
Anything else?
Okay, gotcha. Copy that. A circle appears on the ground. That was action. Anything else from you?
Does Ursine look a little... And no, nothing else.
You know, hey, fine. All right, let's hit those saves. No one's there. Sylvie, deck save.
Oh, it's like I know it's coming. It's a 6.
Ooh, 24 points of fire damage reduced, or be resistant to, so 12 points of fire damage.
Another 12. Hacking away at me.
My Earth friends. I'm assuming everyone is currently standing up. No one seemed like they were staying prone, so everyone's in the full standing position currently. I also need deck saves from Tidbit, Dez, and Ursine.
An 8.
18 for Tidbit.
15 for Ursine.
18 passes. The other two are knocked to the ground and fall prone. And then Scotty, my friend, can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Oh, just kidding. I keep forgetting that nothing happens to you. I'm not bullying Scott. It's not supposed to. It's weird for me. All right. Tidbit, top of turn order. You hear from all the war, it seemed that the Feywild was becoming more aware, and the primordial princes weren't just gaining power, they were gaining followers, they were gaining soldiers, and they were being used as such. War, never-ending war for thousands of years. This continued for 5,000 years. And then top of turn order. Desi, you are currently prone, but that is all that happened to you.
Do I have to use movement to stand up or my action to become unprone?
It is half your movement to stand up.
Okay, let me go ahead and stand up. And I'm gonna do a cute little cure wounds on myself real fast just to stay looking good. Can I add what Tanner gave me to that? Or no, because it's not an ability check.
It is not an ability check, but you
Oh.
do get to add because you're doing what level are you doing? I can just say what the dice would be.
Third level.
Third level, so you're getting it's 4d8 because we're using the 24 healing rules. So it's 4d8 from that. Then you get an extra d8 from your wildfire companion being out and you doing a heal. So it's 5d8 of healing plus whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is.
Okay, let me do some math real fast.
Okay, healer.
She went to school for that. She trained, okay?
Yeah, I'm good now. That's gonna be 42 points of healing for me. So I'm looking beautiful again.
Such a big amount.
Hit me with some of that.
I got you guys. Let me know. And I'll use the other 15 feet of my movement to get close to Irvine as well, so we're all kind of together closer.
Yeah. Yeah, you have literally it takes 50 feet to get to him, and you step into that magic circle, and you kind of just like you feel a slight like a tickle, it's in between a tickle and like an itch. It's just like that weird sensation, but it's that elemental in your blood that's just like kind of weird to it, but you're not an elemental, but you're definitely aware that like this is like you're getting like baby hives. You're like, oh, I feel a little itchy. But outside of that, you're A-okay. And you suffer no effects of magic circle. You just are aware that you got fire in your blood. But yes, you're right next to Ursine. Anything else on your turn?
Is my companion friend still stuck in the wind tunnel? Is there anything I can do? Is he just taking damage?
Oh, it would just be to exit it.
Okay, well, I get he's gonna yeet out of that then. Can I try to push him back into it again?
I was like, you're gonna keep
over
that
and
dance
over.
set on? Yeah.
It's kind of like cute between them. It might be enemies to lovers for the two of them.
I got a 12.
It's a 14.
That you push the fire elemental into the wind, and now we'll make that okay, rolled an 8. So 3d8 of bludgeoning damage, please, Scott.
Die.
It might.
18.
Ooh, you push it gets pushed in, and it doesn't even flitter. It doesn't even like flicker. It just pushes in and just like kind of get washed out. And it dies. It only had 11 hit points left. I almost had 11 hit points left. So that is both fire, elemental, and Myrmidon destroyed, and then we have the ice, elemental, and Myrmidon that have been banished. And we haven't seen the air elemental or Myrmidon, so we're assuming those are fine. And then there are two very healthy, very thick earth elemental and Myrmidon, earth elemental and Myrmidon duo that are still around. But that's the only combatants you see on the field actively. Back to Sharp.
All right, I'm looking in at this big chest. I'm going to take 2 of my rations for my action and like kind of crumble them and start forming words in the bottom of that chest. I'm going to message you what that message is.
Okay.
MJ. And then I'm going to turn my head back. How far away from me to this magical mushroom flower circle with my friends?
Oh, the magic circle. I was like, what? It's not far. You're kind of on the crust. The crux where all 4 points meet, and you're just in the north, and they're right on the other side on the south. So it's 20 feet maybe.
Okay,
you just gotta
cool.
cross that border.
I have 40-foot movement speed. So as I make that message, I'm going to run into that circle with them, use my bonus action to call my monster into the circle while firing at one of the earth elementals, and he is going to fire at one of them. Now I know which mod to use. It's a +10. That's a 24.
Ooh, yes.
And that's going to be 11 force damage. And is it considered a creature?
You're hitting the elemental.
Yeah.
It is considered a
Construct.
I want to say it's construct. I mean, it's an elemental. That's what its classification is, which
Okay.
would be the same as a construct.
Construct.
Like
Yeah.
construct, humanoid, and elemental is like all the same. So I guess it just does not.
Okay, so it just won't push back 5 feet. That's the only thing it really
Okay.
does.
Okay.
But
And
then,
how much damage did it take?
Monster's gonna run in the little circle with us, so I guess we're all there. That was, I think I said 11 force damage, and that's my turn.
All right. Sharp. Sylvie.
Yeah. So fire babies are taken care of. How far away are these Earth boys from me? Would you
From
say?
you,
Yeah.
they
So I'm like
are.
teetering the line of crossing over into Earthland.
Yeah, they got some range on you too. They are about, I'm saying 75.
Oh,
With you,
perfect.
yeah, with you still in the fire zone and just across, yeah. About
Yeah,
75.
and I'm assuming one of these looks less speed up than the other, right?
Yeah, one looks like it is like losing chunks of it. It's in fact the smaller one looks the worst. The big one just kind of looks big and scary.
Okay. I'm gonna go after the big boy then. And I'm actually going to cast Immolation on it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds scary.
So that's a dexterity save from you.
With my strong -1. Okay. I rolled a 0. Rolled a nat 1 -1. Oh, and nat 1's in Faye is double damage, so I don't know
Are
what's
you
happening
kidding
yet,
me?
but I'm
Okay,
sure
so
it's
that's
gonna
gonna be
hurt.
8d6 fire damage.
Okay, so you roll your 8d6. I'm gonna take the max of the 8d6. Okay, so 48 plus whatever you roll.
I rolled 28.
48 plus 28. I got calculator. 76 points of damage. Sheesh.
Yes, and
Yeah,
then
tell me.
also you. Oh, did it die?
No. I just want you to tell me what that looks like, but you can finish your turn first.
Okay, beautiful, because there's more to that spell. So you just see like Sylvie kind of floating there, staring at this Earth Myrmidon off in the distance, and Sylvie's hand just like slowly comes up, and you see it start to be wreathed in like these blue glittery flames, and all of a sudden you just see like the Earth Myrmidon just ignite in these like blue glittery flames that are now wreathing its body. The flames are going to continuously go. You cannot put them out unless by magical means. So each one of its turns is going to make a saving throw. On a successful save, the spell will end. But if it fails the save, it will continue to do 4d6 damage to it each turn until it dies and turns to ash.
Copy that. Everything you said except Earth Elemental, not Earth Myrmidon. But yes.
Oh, that.
Did you use your bonus action?
I have not yet.
Okay, just curious.
And I was actually going to augment for my bonus action this go around. I was going to give the one that's closest to everyone.
That guy?
Yeah, I was going to give him an attack reduction, so he would subtract my spellcasting modifier from the next attack he makes.
Okay, so you attack and burn the elemental, and then you are augmenting the next attack roll of the Myrmidon.
Correct.
Boom. All right, sounds good. You're just fucking throwing out some spells. Also, yeah, that
I had all my charges, and I was like, let's pop off.
that did a lot of damage. So much damage. Okay, it went from being a large creature looking unhurt to like. It's almost like you started sculpting this into like something prettier. You just like use heat to just like, and it's like it's skinnier now. It's just skinty. It's half of its sustenance, but it is it's there. Sylvie Per. It's gonna be the Earth people's turn. All right, so let's go with the one with the -5 first. It's gonna try to get back its thunderous smite. Which has to roll a d6. Let's roll a 6 on a d6. It rolled a 1. Okay, so it's gonna make. Oh, actually, it's fighting these tigers. Is it? It's the first attack it makes has a minus d5, or is it? Okay, great. What's this plus? So let me just call it a +2. A dirty 20 to hit the tiger. That's with the
That will
-5.
do it.
I tried.
And that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage to the one that got exploded. Took the heavy damage.
Is that the one that took heavy damage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That one splinters into splinters.
Okay. Perfect. And then it is going to make an attack on the other one that is still alive. Oh, okay. That's a 13 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh, yes. Two. Oh. Uh-oh.
No. Hold on, let me put my volume up so people can hear me. I'm going to use a reaction for Flash of Genius, so add 5 to that. My intelligence modifier.
Add
Oh,
5 to his hit?
Is it hitting you?
It's hitting me.
Yeah, I added 5 to your.
Oh, it's not hitting
wait,
me,
yeah.
it's hitting my conjured animal.
Yeah, never mind. Let it hit your animal.
Yeah, put it back.
Jermaine!
Scratch that.
He's like, I got. Never mind. So I'm gonna take 13 points of bludgeoning damage to that one.
How many?
13.
It's still here.
It's still here. And then it
Hefty.
turns and it uses its 30 feet to move towards the magic circle, but it does not get close enough. It is like 10 feet away from that magic circle. However, the Earth Elemental will use all of its movement. It will take the full dash, it just needs to get 50 feet. It has 60 feet to get to the magic circle, and then it just kind of like runs into it as it's like, and it will kind of like stay there in this moment, but it's angry.
And it's also actively on fire.
It is actively on fire, and it's on your turn or on its turn that it takes that fire damage again.
It's on its turn.
Oh, so right now I'm making
That's why I bring it up.
Is a dex save again?
Yes.
A 10.
Fail. So that'll be 4d6.
You sure it's gonna pass?
I'm
Sure.
positive. I'm
Okay.
positive, girl. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 5 is 21 fire damage.
21 fire. Looking terrible,
Perfect.
but it is still up. All right, that is the elemental and the myrmidon. It is going to be Ursine's turn. You stand inside of a magic circle. There's a fire girl next to you. There's an elemental standing in front of you on this thing.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna whistle for my tiger. It's going to run at the myrmidon. It's going to jump and pounce at it. It's first going to do a claw attack on it.
All right.
And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
It does.
And that will be for 8 slashing damage. And if you could make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh, sure.
I'm sure that strength is decent for you.
Sadly.
Oh wait, what a D8. I got a 14.
You just beat it. And you would beat it with a 13 too, because of ties. But you took a little bit of damage.
I did.
I'm going to which one is looking what is looking least worse for wear around me?
Least worse for wear. So the one that looks better?
Yeah.
The Myrmidon. I was
Okay,
like, wait.
Just a double negative to get there.
I was like,
I'm going to sadly whistle at my tiger and it's going to splinter into splinters, and I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Myrmidon as a bonus action. And then I am going to do my attacks on the Myrmidon. Do one attack. That's going to be 26 to hit. I'm going to roll for a second attack as well. Just keep things clipping. That's going to be a 15. So 26 definitely.
yes,
Come on,
absolutely.
Clippy.
And that is going to be okay. So many different damage dice now.
Oh, I know the life of being
Yeah.
a ranger. Fret not.
So it's going to be 5 piercing, and then I'm going to use my Gathered Swarm to do an additional 1 piercing. And then my Hunter's Mark is going to do an additional 3 damage. It doesn't specify piercing, but I am shooting it, so I would guess piercing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to mourn the death of my conjured animal.
Gotcha.
As a free action, if that's okay.
9. That's a 4 damage. 2, 7. Copy that. You're welcome to mourn. Boom.
Thank you. Should I roll something for morning?
Yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw. How do you keep it together?
Got you.
It's hard losing a friend.
It's a 12.
Yeah, you're not handling it well.
No.
It's like the first loss all over again. It's like, wow. Every time
The
for the first time.
loss.
Jermaine. And then it's going to be that was Earth sign. Fire thing is dead, right? They're both deceased. Yes. Banished. Tidbit. Oh, titty.
Okay, so about that banishment, right? How long ago would you say that was?
You were.
I still concept. Was it more than 10 rounds ago?
Maybe.
It sadly was not 10 rounds, as this fight has
Alright.
not lasted 10 rounds. But you are on. This will be the 4th round.
That's less than I want it to be, but alright, I will keep concentrating.
I'm so sorry. It's out. It's doing the Lord's work, so we will give you that. Like 1 concentration is 2 monsters you don't have to fight.
Out of the people in this circle, who looks the worst off?
Well, yeah. Sylvie's not in the circle, so it's Dez, Tidbit, and Ursine. Dez just healed herself, and so it's between you and Ursine.
I'm missing about 20
and
points of 113.
Did Archie's will make it back as well?
Yeah, I'm in the circle. I'm 82 of 107. So I mean, I'm fine.
It's percentages. You're like, where's that health bar at? You're like, where's
Yeah, right.
the health bar? Healer mains.
Let me see here. I'm gonna whisper into Ursine's ear. Just a quick little question. Do you want to be a hero?
I want to go home.
Twins.
I'm gonna
they're twins.
whisper into the cheese wheels. Um,
Does he have ears?
Just want-
He has a
just
lot
pick a
of
hole.
holes, you know. It just
one of the holes. I pick a hole. I hope it's the right hole.
You always do.
Yeah, I'll whisper into the cheese wheel's ear. You want to be a hero?
I'm just
So
gonna
scary, but I
look down
feel-
at him and go,
Okay, and then I'll cast Warding Bond on
Oh!
cheese wheel, and Sharp for the next hour will be connected through magic. You'll get a +1 bonus to your AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage. Every time
Damn.
you take damage, I take the same amount of damage, and this spell ends if you get more than 60 feet away from me.
That's dope.
Just things to think about. Things to think about. Don't be the reason that those ice elementals come back because you got slapped and then he got a headache and then they came back. Don't do that to your friends.
so I have advantage on saving? Oh no, or sorry, on attacks.
No advantage. +1 to AC and saving throws, and resistance to all damage.
Okay.
That's what I always think. How much do I like my teammates?
For an hour. Okay.
Might be debating this after.
Or until we get too far apart.
He might just roll away. Who knows? Big magic coming out of that little frog. Big magic. We've seen that dude Autoluke's Resilient Sphere. We've seen Magic Circle. Now Warding Bond. Okay.
Right, Protector?
Who trained him? That's crazy. So educated. At the end of your turn. So sorry.
It's right after Cheddar nods and says he wants to be a hero. I'm like, okay, then stay here. And then that'll be my turn.
All right, copy that. Let me hit these lair actions. That doesn't happen. Okay, everyone is now in the Earth layer. So
No, I'm still in the fire. I haven't crossed over. Thank
Everyone
you.
except Sylvie, please make me a dex save. I mean, she's also making one for something different. You can also make a dex save, Sylvie. It's the same. They are both.
Why? All my elementals are dead.
Nat 20.
Oh, dude, all right. I wanted to beat you up.
I thought about this.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20, unnatural 20.
Natural 13, baby.
I'm gonna do 1 second.
It's your
I have a
delivery,
13,
Andrew.
but let me see if I can add anything.
You got your
I will say,
+1
just before you,
It
makes it a
12 before
14.
that.
Oh, I will say you have awareness that you haven't seen anyone like yell out in pain from here. Like it's just a lot of inconvenience on the Earth one. Just so you, that you can still block it if you want to. That is just for your smart brain would know that.
I don't know what's going on necessarily, so I'm going to use Flash of Genius on myself, which I'm allowed to do. So I'm going to just be like, you just hear him mutter to himself, actually, maybe it doesn't hurt. And I'm going to add a 5 to that, so it's an 18 now.
Nice. Only Andrew fails. Andrew falls prone. Everyone else is kind of like, ground surfing. Scott goes to ground surf, foot gets caught, and he like smacks his leg and it kind of pops out of it. And he's like, oh, he sticks his landing. 10s across the board, except Andrew. And before we start this next round of combat, we will be taking a 10-minute bathroom break. So you guys can go pee, our audience can go pee, and everyone can just go pee. Hello, my minions of chaos. We are back. And I just want to start this little segment with a check-in. We're going to go through initiative order. I just want to hear people's AC, your current hit points, and your max hit points. People at home, I don't ask these questions because I don't like to feel guilty when I beat my players up, but I do like to have a general awareness of how they're doing. So Des, what's your AC, current hit points, and max hit points?
My AC is 11. Embarrassing for level 13, but my max is 94 and I'm at 94.
Cute. Sharp.
My AC is a 14. It's currently 15 with a warding bond, and I am at 82 of 107 HP.
Nice. Sylvie.
Yeah, so my AC is normally 12, but with mage armor 15. And then I am at 85 of 129 hit points.
Cute. Ursine.
I have an AC of 14. Skapow. My max HP is 113, and of that, I have 96 hit points. Okay.
Nice. And Tidbit.
My AC is 15 plus 2 with a shield for 17. And I'm currently at 93 out of 106 hit points.
Love that. It's giving DPS squad, but I'm here for it. That's a lot of low ACs. But we have two healers in the party and a bunch of casters. So as long as you can kill them before they kill you, it's still a win. All right, we're gonna jump back to the top of initiative order with our girl Dez. What you doing?
So Dez is first gonna turn to Ursine and kind of pat him on the shoulder a little bit and go, I'm sorry for your loss. I know what it's like to lose a friend. As she looks over her shoulder to where the fire bears were earlier and sheds a single tear inside. And this guy that's right in front of her, through this shield, I can still attack, right? It'll still hit him, or do I have to step out of it?
You can
I
still
believe, yeah, I believe you still attack. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at him since he's directly in front of me. So I'm gonna need him to make a dex save.
Copy that. And it's a 15-foot cone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd definitely hit both of them. So fret not.
Ooh,
But
period.
you said dex save.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you the elemental first. A 17 and a 16.
Okay, those both succeed, but they're still gonna take half damage, which will
Copy
be.
that.
Give me math 1 second.
Yeah.
The first one will take 4. The elemental will take 4. And the other one will take 7.
4 and 7. Gotcha. All right.
And I guess my elemental will start making his way back over here because I know it's going to take him a second to get from the fire plane to the earth plane.
Yeah. And it has a 30-foot movement speed, 15-foot.
I think it's 30.
Yeah, 30.
30. Okay. All right. And so it does start to make that movement into your plane. It just will take a little bit because it was deeper into the fire side. Air's not going. Sharp Cheddar-field. It's your chop.
I'm just gonna raise my right hand and squeeze it down, just kind of dispelling as an action that Liamon's secret chest that's in the air field over there. I'm gonna use my bonus action to, all right, monster, be a monster, keep going, and he's just going to shoot at the guy that's right in front of us that's not dead. So that is a ballistic missile flying at him at a 22.
That's the hit.
And that is, big damage! Holy shit, that's one away from max. 16, 17, 18. That is 23 points of force damage.
Ooh. It is not dead, but that ballistic does go straight through the earth elemental and leaving like a giant hole, and it's starting to crack. But it is holding on by an inch or two.
All right. And most importantly, I'm just going to look at my friends and give a... All right, thank you, I'm done.
That good old silent cheese. Sylvie.
Yeah. So, the Myrmidon, the one that's not on fire, I am going to cast Toll the Dead on it, so I need to make a wisdom save.
Copy. Myrmidon. Wisdom save. Ooh, nice strong +0. That's a 2.
So that'll be 19 necrotic damage.
Oh my gosh. On the Myrmidon.
And then, how far away is this thing from me?
You're still in the fire, right?
Yeah, like right there at the edge.
They move up that magic circle. You're right at the edge line, 30 feet.
Okay, then if that's the case, I'm going to move up 20 so I can be like 10 feet away from it so that I can get off a melee attack with my chain mace
Mm-hmm.
on the Myrmidon. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Eight, 17.
Points of damage.
Yeah.
You also take 12
Bludgeoning.
points of damage for entering this field.
Word.
It's looking crumbly, but it's still up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my the rest of my movement speed, the 10, to back up another 10, so I'm 20 feet away from it.
Okay, so you just fly in, and you back up, but still
Yeah.
staying on the earth side of the border. Copy
Yeah.
that. It's going to be our Earthen friend's turn. Okay, I gotta look at this magic circle spell. So everyone's in the circle except for Sylvie.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. Okay. Great. The elemental will go first, and it's gonna make 2 attacks. Okay. Oh gosh. This is going at my friend Ursine. It's a 16 to hit. And then the second one is going to be to my fire friend who's sitting next to him. Dez, and it's going to be a 21 to hit.
Definitely.
I'm going to roll this damage for us. Oh shit. 11 points of damage to Ursine and 15 points of damage to Dez. And that is from the elemental. Oh,
The end of its turn, right?
it does hold. Okay, yeah, all those hit. You just told me disadvantage, and I didn't roll with disadvantage, but it still hit. All good. And then it's taking this. It's a strength save or deck save?
Deck save.
Deck save. Oh, it rolled a 6.
Nice.
It's gonna kill it. Let's
5
find
plus
out.
4 is 9, plus 5 is 14, plus 3. 17 fire damage.
Yeah, you make it so skinny that it just concaves on itself between the hole in its center and your fire wreathing around it. Your blue flames, it just kind of breaks. Only thing left in front is the Earth Myrmidon. That is standing 10 feet away from that circle, but it's about to walk up and hit you, or it's about to walk up and make some attacks. But it's gonna roll for its recharge. Didn't get it. All right, 2 attacks. This was gonna be at. We'll spread the love. One's gonna go towards Little Cheese, and one's gonna go towards Little Frog. Rolling with disadvantage. Little Cheese. An 11. I'm assuming misses.
No, right through the warhole.
And then an an 18 for my frog.
Yes.
It's right over it.
So does that mean I take the
Uh,
damage too? 'Cause
I'm
we're
gonna
bonded?
reaction Silvery Barbs that.
All
You
right.
have to re-roll.
Ooh.
Take the lower.
No, still an 18.
Damn,
Dang.
I
tried.
tried. But
that was on a
someone
roll of a
does
10.
get advantage.
Advantage.
I'll give Desiree advantage on your next attack, ability check, or saving throw you make within a minute.
All right, Desi got advantage, and I'm going to roll this damage.
Protect your healer.
You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, Tidbit, and you need to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
How? All right, a 16.
Banishment is still good.
Mm.
Banishment. That was my earthen friends. It is now Ursign's turn. I'm ever downstairs before you.
I failed my concentration. So my hunter's mark is off.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack. Just gonna attack twice at the Myrmidon again. It'll be a 21 to hit. And my extra attack will be a 17 to hit.
The first one hits.
Cool. Uh, 15 piercing. So with my my swarm as well.
Copy that. Boom. All right. That is Ursine. Fire's dead. Water's dead. Tidbit. Little titty.
Going to cast blindness and deafness on this remaining earth thing.
Okay.
So it needs a con 18 save.
Con 18. Okay, that's a 7.
All right. You see like 2 lily pads fly out of nowhere and smack it in the eye. And it is blinded.
Get the pasties on. All right. Copy that. Anything else from you?
That'll be
Mar-
it for Tibbet.
From our backline Barbie? All right. That is going to be deck saves from the party because now everyone's in the Earth place. Deck 17.
Erica, you have advantage.
Yep.
Okay, 18.
I got a 12 with advantage.
Fail.
Damn.
You know it's a 17 and Tygo's a defender, so you can get it there.
Okay, I'll give Flash of Genius to Desiree to add 5 to make it 17.
2 passes.
fail.
But I'm sacrificing it for myself. I miss. I got a 15,
So noble.
which is also
Okay.
gonna hurt the frog.
Okay, it's okay. So old man also failed, right?
Yeah.
Frog, did you fail or pass?
Fail.
Fail.
Damn.
So frog, old man, and cheese all have to just fall prone. Got to use half movement to get up, and then fire girl and fairy boy are a-okay. Bam. No damage. No damage. You're all good. This is the only section of the map that doesn't do damage this time. Or it doesn't do damage.
God.
Every other
It's a
section.
wasted moment of genius.
It's love. That was okay. So now back at the top, it is Desi.
How we doing, guys? Could we all use a little bit? Are we good? No, we're good? Okay. Let's go ahead and try another Burning Hands this turn at them again.
Okay, there's one left.
So, just a deck save.
From the +0. Got a 15.
That's what it was, so
Got a defender. Okay.
pass, yeah.
Still taking half damage. Zimoj. Where is this?
That's 6 fire damage.
Is that what you rolled at that half?
That's halved, yeah. It was a 12 originally.
Copy that. I just want to play your numbers and be like, okay, 3. 20. Okay. Mr. Chetterfield.
I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. I'm going to use my bonus action. There's only one guy left, right?
Yes.
To yell for Monster to shoot that guy. That is
Shoot
a
that rock.
26.
That hits. Ooh.
Oh, and that is going to be... Oh, God, that's low. 7, 8. That's 9 force damage.
9. Not
Damage
bad.
is
Not
damage.
Yeah, it does something. And then how far away is he?
You're inside the magic circle?
Yeah.
It is right outside the magic circle, so it's...
Cool.
5 feet?
Let's do a little
5.
acid
Yeah.
splash. So
Can
out
you
of
give
the
me, like,
war holes comes acid out of my holes, and it needs to make a dex saving throw, and it's an 18.
That's entirely unnatural.
Is that buttermilk?
Desiree says out loud in that moment.
Save. It rolled an 18.
Dang it! All right, does it take half? No. Dang it! No.
Would you say a dex save requires sight? Because if it does, it automatically fails being blind.
Let's see what blindness says. It might give it
I
disadvantage.
mean, you are dodging the acid from my hooves.
Yeah, you're gonna say something weird.
I did.
It's more whole talk.
Yeah.
2 second rule adjudication. That's the wrong thing. Blind.
Come on.
It doesn't, but I understand what you're saying. So I'll give it disadvantage,
Come on.
and that is a 13.
Awesome. That was 8 plus 6, so 14 acid damage. Straight from the... Well, you get it.
14.
I don't think we do.
From the hole. All right.
And you did 9 with the ballista shot, right?
Yeah.
It dies. You did exactly 1 point over.
Perfect.
I was
I step up and spray it to acid death.
Yeah, you put another hole into it, and this time you spit the acid into it, and it just kind of starts to eat it from the inside.
Hole for hole.
I'm just going
Oh
to
my
turn with the rest of my movement to my party friends, and with my free action say, all right, I think there's only one level left, and I'm going to look over at the air. The air field, not just general.
We could just try to leave. We could try to leave.
He's always trying to go somewhere.
No leaving.
Sylvie's turn.
Yeah, so seeing everything has been tended to and hearing the cheese talk about the airfield, I guess I'll like fly over there to see what the fuck is up. What
Yeah,
elementals it's got going on,
You could take a guess and probably guess what elemental's in there.
right?
Yes. Yeah. It's so are you just trying to get like eyes on them? Or are you trying to?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get eyes on them currently and see how far away they are.
Yeah. Give me if you move up to the border between fire or between earth and air. You can make me a perception check at disadvantage because it is.
What if I just like move into the air? Like
you wanna go in?
itself? Yeah, I was just like gonna go in. I'm like I'm gonna have to go in there and like deal with this. So
You will have to take
Plus
damage.
the empty space.
But you will not have to. You still will have to roll a disadvantage. But I'll give you a lower DC
Oh, that's fine.
for
Yeah.
committing to the bit. But for entering air, you take. It's gonna tell you I'm supposed to roll it. 5 points of lightning damage.
Gross.
The moment you enter into this plane, you already
I'm at
feel
69.
like roll a 9.
Oh no, I said I'm at 69.
Oh,
Health.
you move into this the airplane, and as you cross that border from the earth into the air, you felt really heavy in the earth place, and you feel almost polar opposite, and you feel almost like if you weren't already flying, that you would like could take flight in this place, but you are just like you just feel like extra kind of light, and you kind of sit there, but it's really fucking hard to see. So make me that perception check with disadvantage.
Heard. Perception's not my strong suit anyway. Oh, those were 2 decent rolls, a 16 and a 14. So it'll be the 14 plus perception. 2,
Yeah.
16.
15.
16.
16. Yeah, I think at first you feel like you're looking. It's hard to see in there, so everything's kind of like you're like, what's going on? But you can swear that you see two writhing masses. One looks like it's like kind of like in place tornado, kind of just like swirling around. The other one reminds you of you. It has like you can see a flail, a spiked morning star on a chain, and it's kind of like hanging down off of a stick pendulum. And you see another like aired form, but you can see this harder air kind of like pressed around it. You've seen the other Myrmidons. You've seen that they all wear armor. You can tell that one of these is a Myrmidon, and one is an elemental. But you notice that they're not
engaging.
They're very much like standing, like as if like kind of where they were when they summoned in each place before you started interacting with them. They kind of just standing there like neutral at rest.
Okay. Also, with that knowledge, I'm not really going to interact more than just sighting them.
Do you move back out to relay that information? Or
I
you
don't move back out. I'm gonna stay in here, and I use my action to do the check, so never mind. Yeah, that'll be
right.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Ursan, you see your friends take down those elementals, and then you see Sylvie fly over and just bloop into the air section and kind of vanish away.
I'll sort of like move up. I think I'll stay in my nice area where I can touch the ground. And I guess just look and see what I can see.
Yeah, are you looking at the Earth place? Are you looking in the Earth section?
I'm looking at the air section from the Earth place.
Yeah, it's a clear shot from Earth to air. There is a way to cross the chasm. If you go on one of the either far ends, it's enough space to cross through. Sylvie just fucking flew over it. But you can see that there is a way to cross over that. It's just very calm. You don't feel any rockingness of the terrain. It all feels very docile. I don't think you would have the recollection of what it felt like in between stages because your rhinos backed up right into that second wave of fighting. So your character is just kind of been like the whole time. I think everyone else is probably aware of like, oh, this is just a respite. But you see a clear open field, and it's just like a wall of clouds that is encompassing that air section. You just really can't see anything. You'd have to move over there and enter it, or like move over there and try to see from the outside.
I think we did it. I think we're good. Thumbs up. Good job, team. Good stuff.
Tip your turn.
Yep.
All right. Tidbit.
Oh, Tidbit is glad we are done. Tidbit will stay here and rest then. Tidbit's also gonna give a second level cure wounds to Cheddar. To look a little holy.
Boom. And I did look up the rules. So it's 48 if it's a second level. It's 2d8 per level. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So you can either knowing that you can either adjust the level if you don't want to give them that much, or just make sure you roll the correct amount.
No, I'll do that.
Great. So 48 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Uh, 28 hit points.
Cute. End of your turn.
Yeah, just Tidbit's gonna stay prone.
And the voice says, and then everything changed when we started to fight back. And as she says that, the ground around you, everything starts to like shimmer and shake in this weird like it's like transitioning images. And I will go through each plane, each zone. So we'll start with ice. Ice was originally that sheet of ice. It kind of looked like you were like out in the Arctic. It was like one solid sheet, still kind of very cold, lightly snowing. It starts to shake and shatter and just crack, and it's just like. And so now the ice plane is all these like jagged pieces of ice. Ice is sticking up out of the ground. It's like weird. It would look like surfing, but there's no water under it. It's just like very unstable area in the northern ice area. And then in the fire zone, there was magma streams and there was volcanoes that were going. All of it seems to cool and harden down into almost like rock-like obsidian. That's still, you can't feel it currently, but like it still radiates with the warmth of metal that has just been cooled. So it's still very hot. It doesn't look very hot, but it's like very shiny and sleek and that kind of vibe. In the south, the earth area was that open green flatland, starts to shake and shudder, but you notice instead of cracking that vines and roots start to crawl up out of the giant chasm that was in the middle, and it starts to encompass this field as the roots start to grow and encase this field in this sort of mesh, so much so that it covers over that giant chasm, and it looks almost crossable if you were to take some delicate steps, or that you could, fall into it or cut it open and reopen it if you wanted to. But it looks like almost like a really weird makeshift bandage over a giant cut is what those vines look like. And for the first time, you can see into the air section as those clouds dissipate and they start to like just lower versus rise. They lower into the ground, and you see these pillars, maybe a dozen of them, and you can hear the light hum of electricity. You can feel that tingle in the air, and you see that some of these pillars are still sparkling, crackling with lightning in them. And that is the 4 new phases as they shift into this advanced, evolved being. And with that, I will also tell you that the layer actions have increased, but they will come into action on your next turn, so fret not. And then you see, start at the top again. From the ice area, we see a winter Eladrin, blue-skinned, long blonde hair. They have pointy ears. Eladrin are elves. Everyone would know this, but these blue-skinned, pointy-eared elves that start to stand, and you see next to them is a marid. It's a djinn. It's an elemental spirit. It has the lower body of like a swirl of water and the upper body of like a really bloated fish. It's kind of how it looks. To the east, in the fire section, we have a summer Eladrin, which is of gold skin, pointy ears, again, long. They all look like Legolas. It's in different shades of colors. Long hair, high pointed elven ears. And next to him is an Afridi. It's a red-skinned, looks almost infernal, devilish. It's kind of got a pot belly. It's also just like kind of sitting in the air, floating. To the south is the autumn Eladrin, which has a dark red, orange hue to it. Again, long, beautiful hair. It's in braids, pointed ears. All the Eladrin carry bows and swords on them. And next to that one is a Dao. It has dark brownish black skin. It's very hefty. It is the only one standing on the ground, and it's just kind of standing there in this like space. And then you see now in the air place, there is the spring Eladrin, which are green skinned. They're very like light and hoppy, airy kind of vibes. Again, they have the longbow and the sword. And then next to them is a genie, a genie with the D, Jenny, and it is floating in the air, just kind of next to them, and it sits there and it waits. And you see these two new competitors have appeared in each zone: one Eladrin and one genie, Jinn. If you know anything about genie or Jinn, or want to know about that, you can roll for it. But that is what you're seeing: these more manifestations of elementals that have come to life. And in this moment, I will ask the players: do you want to keep your initiative order where it is, or do you want to re-roll and try to get a higher initiative order? And this is a person question. Des, you have a 19. Do you want to keep the 19, or you want to try to roll higher?
I'll keep it. I don't think I'm gonna get higher.
All right. Sharp, you're sitting at a 16. You want to keep the 16 or try to roll higher?
I'll keep the 16.
All right. Sylvie, you're at a 14. You want to keep the 14 or try to roll higher?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put.
All right. Ursine, you're at 13. Same question.
I am the lowest. I'm gonna reroll. I would love to get right back into that circle as soon as possible, potentially before everyone starts shooting at me.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll me that new initiative. And Tidbit, same question. You're sitting at a 3. Would you like to stay here or move up?
I'll give it a gamble. I know it's hard to get above 3, but I'm gonna try.
I'll just reconsider the gamble if you want to. I rolled a 5 plus 3, so that's 8. So I went from 13 to an 8.
Okay, you will stay at the 13. You will not go any lower. Oh, goofy.
Something in the air tonight.
Rerolled to a 14.
Nice. Moving up. All right. Reroll to a 14.
Not last any longer.
So now Ursine is actually last.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
guess I manifested it too soon.
I mean, it makes sense. He thought the fight was over.
Yeah.
He's leaving. He's like, we're done, right?
Nope, done too early.
14, and then. All right. Boom.
Does that reroll constitute a moment for us to like reconvene and yell at each other?
You have about like a turn and a half to like sit there, and also you guys are all minus Sylvie are all congregated inside this magic circle, protecting yourselves. So it will be an ideal time to quick chat and try to scheme up a plan.
Oh yeah, because I'm definitely flying back to the party as fast as I can, and I'm like, let's just attack one season. Let's just attack one.
And then you guys are welcome to talk about that as I start to.
Well,
Yeah, I get the vibe that like, oh sorry.
could we at least not go for like the fire ones over there? I mean, they look a lot similar to me, and I think I'm gonna struggle with having to kill something like that.
Yeah. We can totally like go to the ice and melt shit since so many of us have fire. But like, I get the vibe that like, based off the energies of this place, at least what I'm reading, I feel like if we just like pick one and attack it, we don't have to battle all like we've been doing. Because those air people stayed pretty stationary when I did not engage, and yet we still moved to the next segment of this story, even though we didn't have to battle them. So
That makes a lot of sense to me, and I would agree. I think our best shot together from what I've seen from everyone so far would definitely be the ice.
We should try to leave.
we're not leaving, man.
Tidbit also thinks we should leave.
Sorry,
Tidbit
Frog.
does not
That's
think
two for
this
leaving.
is a combat trial.
I mean,
Could try to make friends.
during the whole
Kill
time
me and
that
I'll
this
go in
is,
there.
during the whole time that this has been going on, I've been scanning the area and I haven't seen an exit in sight. So unless I'm missing
Gotta make
something.
an exit. We gotta make our own exit
By killing shit.
by looking for a door.
Did you look up?
I did not. Could you look up?
Try it.
It's hard for me. It's an unnatural neck position, but I will.
Oh, I didn't know that about frogs.
It won't come down.
Can you ribbit like that?
Ribbit.
No. Okay. So ice it is.
I think of the things that you guys start to disseminate, you would recognize one. Probably not a way out. You don't think there's a physical way out, the way that Ursine wants, but you do think that it is a trial or a story, and that's kind of what Dez and Tibbet had mentioned. But you do think completing that would get you out. Building off of what Sylvie said, it's like if you want to leave this place, you have to complete the trial and or the story, and it could be either or both of those. You're being, especially Erica and Scott, because they're the characters who knew about the Will of Asteria and things are going this. That you're being moved through a story that you've heard before. Maybe not this version of it, but you're being pushed through a story that is recognizable to you. You're like, oh, okay. It's just a very like dramatic reinterpretation of it. But if it's also a trial, then it's meant to be training you or showing you something.
Could I historically know more about the story that gives us an advantage in part 2?
Yeah. Make me a history check. With advantage, because I'm going to say that Des is helping you because you guys know this story.
Beautiful. I got a great
this
history
is part
mod.
3, though, isn't it?
We are
It's
hitting
like our
part 3.
third-
Well,
Okay.
yeah, this is the part 2 and part 3. Part 2 because the map just shifted. Part 3 because it's the third tier.
I am
thing.
also
Sure.
going to use a flash of genius on myself, which increases an ability check. So that is a 32.
Yeah. You know that the fairy is right. You think that you should stick to fighting one season at a time because historically that is how they did it. The way in which that the Will of Asteria beat the primordial princes was they got all the different sections together, formed them up, and then attacked each one individually versus like trying to do it as their own separate units or it's like fighting their own thing. They were like, oh, all 4 elements need to work together to take down one of these primordial princes, and they just did that together. So you're under the impression that working together would get this done. Also, you're under the impression that you are very close to the end of this because you're coming up to the end of the story. And a 32.
30
I want to give you more things.
I had an 18 plus a 10 and then added 5.
Talk about my rolls.
Yeah, history of a plus 10. It's one of my 2 good ones.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, those are the base things that you would know narrative wise. Is there anything else you're looking for that your brain or Cheddar's brain is looking for?
Like anything, I mean, that's pretty good, but if you're asking for more, anything within the context of stories that like was a turning point in the war that gave a leg up for the Fae against the Elementals. The thing they had to fight for a lot before they learned that we can learn now because of history.
That was good.
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway is that the primordial princes can't be fought individually, and if you did, it was almost for sure an L. Like you were not going to do it. So I think the biggest takeaway you've gotten is that it needs to be a united effort to do this, and everyone needs to be strong enough. I think you guys are testing if you are strong enough, but you're doing the part where now you're working together because this is the first time that you all have been in the same
all right,
segment.
Ursine, your name's Ursine, right? I think I heard you, say your own name. Ursine wants to leave, something like that. Ursine, we gotta get this fight going, okay? Keep throwing your figures. Don't stop. Frog, you keep doing what you're doing. I feel connected to you, literally and magically. All right? So just be there to protect someone. Desiree, you hot, fiery lady. You just make sure you keep healing people as much as you can and don't get hit. And you, and point at Sylvie, me and you are just gonna fuck them up. All right? Let's all stick together and let's run to the south first. You all got fire? Let's do it.
Fire.
And I'm not
All
first
right.
in turn order, so I can't like run in first.
Yeah,
You guys
Maybe,
go.
like, does a
Two
little
of you
shimmy
go
like they're
before
ready.
me.
No, you're definitely, and you are all in the southernmost place. You're in the Earth place, so you're still standing inside that magic circle, which blocks out elementals. I will keep that in mind. But yeah, if that is where we're at, everyone is calm. Like you're like all readying up, then it will commence from this spot. New initiative. All right. This is why I asked you guys to reroll. It's a summer Eladrin. It's a summer group. This is the court of summer goes, then the court of spring, then the court of autumn, then Des, then Sharp, then Sylvie, then Tidbit, then Ursine, then Winter.
Winter.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, and this is another thing
second thought, if
for
you find that door.
this is another thing for the Scott 32. Elementals are typically bound to the element in which they are manifested from. This we know to be true. Things you have been fighting are elemental. You see an Eladrin, and you know Eladrin are not elementals. They are fey creatures who learned how to supersede that elemental bias. So as you're looking at these Jinn, you know one of these two things in each place, one is fey and one is elemental. So just keep that in mind. An elemental can't cross borders, fey can. Okay, great. And he would let you all know that as he's calling out those shots to move. Okay. Fire. So we got our summer boy. Let's go with. Oh my god. He's gonna make 2 attacks. Everyone who's in the magic circle.
Oh, we're fighting them all.
Oh well. Oh yeah, and you will gather as things progress. But the Summer Eladrin, as you guys are kind of talking, and this will just start to happen around you.
Yeah.
The Summer Eladrin will unleash 2 arrows. Okay, I'm gonna attack one at Ursine, one at Scott, who's sharp. There it is. I was like, oh Jesus. It's going to be for Ursine a 27, and for Sharp a 26.
What was the one for Ursine?
To hit was a 20.
You don't even have to.
26.
No, don't finish that.
One more than what Scott's was. Okay, and then it's going to be. Oh Jesus. The one that comes flying at Ursine does 31 points. Just kidding. I rolled both damages simultaneously, and that's incorrect. He. Fine. Oh no, just kidding. I lied. It is 31 points of damage. It is half piercing, half fire.
Got that warding bond resistance, baby. That's 15.
Oh yeah, I'm about to roll yours. 1 second.
Oh.
It could be more.
Also, Tidbit, get ready.
No.
We're both gonna hurt on this one.
Yours actually wasn't that bad. Yours is 20 points. Half fire,
damn.
half blood, half piercing. But yours is yours goes straight to 10,
right?
Because you're resistant. And then Tidbit, you need to make a Constitution. You take 10 points of damage as well, and then make a Constitution saving throw DC 10. It's a lot of words up. Ooh,
11.
Oh yes. Perfect. And I'll tell you on your turn. Okay, that is the Summer Eladrin. Then all right. 2 more attacks are coming in, and these are going to be going at. One is going at Sylvie, and one is going at. No, they're both going at Sylvie because
Why not?
There. It is going to be. Why roll so low? A 9 and an 11.
Beep, 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 beep.
Why do I have a +7? I'm gonna miss. That's crazy.
You targeted me.
And then you see that Eladrin, it's moving from the spring section. You see Eladrin takes 2 shots at you, runs forward, jumps, vanishes, and appears next to you as it face steps. And it's standing right next to you in melee range, but it's already taken its attacks. And then it's going to be. And then you see that pew pew jump, teleport, and then you feel the wind start to move around you as a genie moves straight at you as a 90-foot fly speed. And it's going to come fly straight at you. And you see, as it gets closer to you, you see that it's moving its hands around, and it looks like there's nothing in its hands. And then you realize that it's like got like hard air, like it's moving like it's like willed blades of air.
Gunning
like,
my ass.
And it's going to make several attacks at you.
Naruto.
This one is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
17 is the lowest of the three.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then
Hit,
it's going
hit,
to do
How many?
3 hits. 3 hits total. So I
I'm just a fairy.
feel like you've been murdering things, but okay. Uh-huh.
Just a murdering fairy.
Yeah, I rolled really low on this. So 37 points of damage. I rolled 8d6 plus 15, and it was a 37 points of damage, which is kind of wild.
Is it all
Um,
one kind of damage?
it is a mix between, and I can give you these actual numbers if you need them, but it's a mix between slashing and lightning damage.
Yeah, I'm not. Fuck. I'm taking it.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
hurt.
End of that turn. And then it's going to be our earthen friends. Oh, wait, actually, Hannah, you need to make me a.
More.
Just a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
Okay. Well, hopefully I say
Oh,
that.
also,
like,
I will say this is a charm. It is the effect. I know some of you are fey creatures, so this is a charm effect. If you have
Perfect.
anything that
I have
makes you
advantage
roll,
on those.
yeah. Fey on fey violence. Like everyone has advantage. I was like, oh.
Good thing too. That first one was a 2. 16 plus 2. Right, wisdom, right?
Wisdom, yeah.
Okay, 18.
You pass. You feel like this thing like appears next to you, and it's like the spring legend is like smiling at you, and you feel like it feels almost contagious. Like you want to smile, but then your face just goes and locks back down. You're like, no, I smile when I want to. And you are immune from that effect for 24 hours. Okay, and then it's gonna be our down here friends. Okay.
This is scary.
And now we're gonna get a. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from my girl on fire?
It's only scary if some of us die. If all of us die, it's a scene change.
That's a 22.
22. You feel the like you feel like your body start to like turn against you as like the wooden parts of it start to like stiffen, but the fire parts of you kind of like fight it off and you kind of shake it off, almost like you are being put under the effects of hold person, but you passed it. And then you, as you're shaking that off, feel a oh wait, that hits your AC so low. A 19 to hit. And that is going to be 30 points of piercing / psychic damage.
30?
Yeah.
Was that a to hit?
That was the damage. And that is an Eladrin. That is the Autumn Eladrin who is standing in your zone with you, and is shooting these arrows at you. That ends her turn, and the Dow is going to go, and it is going to.
Okay, for a second of clarity, because when we did our little change of initiative, I did come back to the party. Were we playing as if I was in air and they are in something separate?
That is what I had in my brain. I do apologize for that. I got you. The Eladrin still would have made the shot at you, and you still would have had to make that save, but you would not have taken the 35 from the Ginny.
Okay, so I can
Which
get
are those
that
3
back.
attacks. Yeah.
Okay.
You are correct. That was my mistake.
Just making sure.
No,
and
you're
I want to
good.
be beside them.
Count those hit points. She makes that attack with her bow, and then missed the spell, and the other guy is going to vanish. You see this Dow kind of like runs, jumps, and starts to swim into like Michael Phelps just like dives into the ground, just and starts moving. And it just goes completely under. It can move. Has Earth Glide, so it can move through earth and stone as if it was air. And so it just kind of starts doing that and takes a dash action, and so it has 60 feet of movement. And then it ends its turn. Things I need to say to you are nothing yet. Just kidding. All right, now that is going to be our party. Des.
After all that, she's gonna heed the cheese's advice and go ahead and do a mass cure wounds on everybody.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Let me do some math real fast, you guys.
Gotcha. Are you just using the 5th level spell?
No,
Are you-
I'm using mass cure wounds the 9th level.
Oh,
Mama ain't fucking around.
I'm getting y'all up before y'all hit. I'm listening.
Hefty.
Yeah, because even getting those back, I'm still pretty hurt.
You know, I'm wondering.
That'll be 41 hit points back for everybody.
Oh, is that Cheese Man?
I was wondering, Ursine, if that big crevice in the ground might be the exit.
I was thinking the same thing.
I got Featherfall, baby.
And I still have my friend with me too.
Yes, it didn't get back to you.
Would it make sense that he's like over near us in this area now?
Yeah, he was heading back that way. He would have made it there during the scene change.
Okay.
I imagine we're all kind of like in hero pose in this circle.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
he's
ahead.
in hero pose, looking real scared. Like, whatever your vibe is.
At the one that just attacked Dez, he's gonna make a ranged weapon attack, the Flame Seed.
Okay. That is gonna be my boom. All right.
Oh yeah, I think that'll hit. That'll be 26 to hit.
Actually, no, that hits.
It won't do that much damage though. That's the sad part.
Hey, it's the first damage these things are taking, so it counts. It counts.
And which one was that?
5 plus.
This is the Autumn Eladrin.
Okay.
That'll be 12
On Earth.
fire damage to him. And I imagine since it's what was it called? It was called Flame Seed, that he just shoots out fiery acorns at him since he's like a tree guy.
Yes. Here for that.
And that'll be it for me.
Copy that, Captain. All right. Next up to the plate is our friend Sharp.
All right. I need a group of them. Who is closest within a 20-foot area? Is there any that are close?
20 feet from you or to each other?
To each other. I can do this up to 60 feet.
60 feet from you, 20 feet from each other. None of them would fit into that category. The ones that are 20 feet from each other are not 60 feet from you. The ones that are in your field of view that are 60 feet from you are not 20 feet from each other, because one is underground, you can't see it, and then there's one that's on the ground.
If I move, I have a movement of 40 feet. Can I get closer to this group that's together?
Yeah, you just have to either choose to go to air or fire.
And we're in Earth right now.
Oh, I guess.
And how many are
in Earth? There's 2 in Earth, but one's on the land and one's under the ground, so you can only see one. But you technically, if you looked around, you can see, because you're kind of close to that crux point
Does
still.
my party have
you can
range?
see all of them.
We're all going. Damn it! All right. Crap-a-doodle do. All right. I'll just. I have like no spell slots. I used all the big ones on the little guys. All right. I'm just gonna.
Now it's resource management. It's okay. You got this.
I'm gonna roll out close. I'm gonna get like 5 feet to the closest dude, just so he wails on me instead of them. I'm just gonna roll right up to him, kind of jump up on feet, and release acid from the holes. And he's got to roll a dexterity saving throw. And we pray.
Oh, yes, I got a roll dexterity saving there. Okay.
Right.
Ooh, a dirty 20. I rolled a 17 on the
God
dice.
damn it. All right. Just dodges it. Uh-oh. Bonus action. Monster, do your shots. Monster's gonna shoot. That is a 28.
Yes.
And that is a 13 points of force damage. And is he a
Yeah,
creature?
Creature? Yes. Not a
Then he's
construct, but creature.
Push back 5 feet, which pushes him 5 feet away from me, which gives me attack of opportunity.
Copy, go for it.
And I'm going to use my melee, which is a spear.
Oh, yeah, chill.
Yeah, let's do a spear.
Stick you put out of your hole.
Nice!
Alright,
That is a dirty 20. Is that a hit?
Hit. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Barely.
And that is, oh, son of a bitch, 4 piercing.
Hey, listen, we'll take it.
Yeah. And just also tell him to use his movement to get with me. How much did I have to travel?
You?
Yeah, to get close to this guy.
30.
Okay, well, my ballistic monster is going to go 15. He can only go 15. So he's halfway between that circle and me. All right, I'm done.
Copy that. That was going to be that was Sharp. Sylvie.
Yeah. So I am going to. What is Sylvie gonna do? Yeah, we're focusing Autumn right now, correct?
Yeah, the Autumn Elf.
Yeah. So what Sylvie is going to do, because I suspect this Earth Djinn is definitely about to run up on us, so I'm going to kind of brace for that attack. So Sylvie's going to use their fairy magic to cast Enlarge on themselves without expending any slots.
Cute.
Mostly because I don't have any charges. So I am now normal size, but my attacks do an extra d4 damage too.
You're a big bitch. You go from you're like 7 foot tall now.
Right? That part, yeah. So enlarge myself for my action. Bonus action, I am going to. Des, you still have that ability augment, don't you? You haven't used it.
Yeah, I still haven't used it. I've been rolling pretty good on ability checks.
Then I'm going to look at the frog and bonus action save augment him. So you can add my spell casting, or you can add +5 to the next spell that you cast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Copy that. Anything else from Sylvie?
Oh, so hang on. It actually adds to the DC of the next spell the target makes.
The save
Okay.
one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you were to cast whatever the next spell that Tidbit casts that uses his spell save, his spell
It'll
save is
add
now
5 to it.
Your
Okay.
spell save will be 5 higher than whatever it normally is.
I started to second guess my thinking on that, so I just clarity. Yes.
I got you.
But yeah, I'm still gonna do that for my bonus action.
And speaking of the devil, it's Tidbit's turn.
So everyone's within 30 feet of me?
I'm
Yes.
still by the chasm.
Yeah, we're all there, aren't we?
I moved over to the chasm. I never had a chance to move back.
I thought we recentered during the dialogue.
If that's true, then I'm by everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, the only person who's not with the party currently is Sharp because he just ran off to shoot or hit.
But he's 30.
But he's still within 30 feet. He's at that 30-foot mark.
Tidbit is gonna just shout out a little warning, to the party. Tidbit is going to fill you with Tidbit's power. Do not be alarmed. And I'm gonna use my Find Domain feature and create an emboldening bond between all of us, all 5 of us. And that comes with
Are we
lots
just
of
5
neat
now?
perks. Wait.
I didn't know we reached that many people now. I was like, damn.
Does that get rid of my warding bond with you?
No.
Ooh.
No, it's a different thing. He's got bonds for days.
Bonds. Oh my god.
It's friends with everyone.
So while we are within 30 feet of one of us, any of us, we get a d4 to add to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw once per turn for the next 10 minutes. Also, if any of us are attacked and we're in 30 feet, we can use a reaction to teleport to them and take the damage instead
Yes.
for the next 10 minutes.
That's some wild shit.
What was the first part about we're adding to ability checks?
You get a d4 base as you like every turn.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like a mini bless, a little diet bless.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Yeah. So everyone, as long as you're within 30, as long as your character is within 30 feet of another character that is bonded, which is everyone in the party, or all the players in the party, because y'all got pets, all the players in the party, you will get a d4 to attacks, an attack, a saving throw, or an ability check. The first one you use it for in a roll. It's up to you. And then if someone within your party who's not you, but it's also within 30 feet, gets attacked, you can use a reaction to take the damage for them, teleporting you to that spot, and you would just physically take all the damage. But those are the two like main things, and I'll help you remember that. But good job, Tidbit. I was that sentence you said before you did that had me stressed. I was like, what does that mean at all?
Gross.
We're
All
now
right.
bonded by God.
We all got chosen. Sign. It's your turn. I feel chosen by God again.
Which one is the Court of Autumn? What kind of peoples are those peoples?
Autumn is the it's the earth. It is the earth element section. But they're not. Once it hits courts, it does not factor in that way. But it's what you were already fighting. You've been in technically the Court of Autumn the entire time. Yeah. These things get real weird about when it comes to like.
There's the elf in the distance, and then there's the genie underground.
Yes, you see an elf. You do see an elf who's shooting your friends.
Okay. What kind of? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna use a bonus action. And sorry, how far away is this elf?
30 feet.
30 feet, standing next to Scott.
Okay, sick. I'm going to like right next to Scott.
Yeah, Scott just hit it.
Oh,
actually, it's 10 feet away from Scott. Because Scott's robot shot it, so it's 10 feet away from Scott.
Right,
so 40 feet from you, 10 feet from Scott.
That's
Scott combos with himself. Smart.
Well, do you have a good dex, Scott?
No, but I have one more flash of genius in case I need it.
He's got warning bond.
I got warning
like,
bond. I got another god bond. Just do it. Just attack this motherfucker.
Okay.
Break
I'm
that
gonna
cheese.
bonus action lightning arrow. I cast lightning arrow.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna shoot Scott. I'm gonna shoot the fairy that's right next to him.
Not me.
Not you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Gulp. That's a 15 to hit. Okay.
You can add the D4.
Yeah, add the D. Did you
I
do
can. That's 4, so that's a 19.
Its AC is a 19.
Well, you
I'm
take
so sorry.
Is there nothing else we can do? Hold on.
I was like,
That's
if you can
8.
get an extra 1, then it will.
That's okay. You take 8 lightning damage.
8 lightning.
And then Scott, you got to make a dex saving throw for me, please.
Son of a bitch.
Add all your shit.
You just got to beat a 17.
You also get your D4. Don't forget. And your resistance to whatever damage you take.
Just a 17. Just beat a 17.
Because I have the +1 from the warning bod, that's a 17.
Sick.
Yay!
Sick.
Your friends protecting you from your friends.
Wait, I
Love
saved.
that.
Don't I take half?
Yes, that's 4.
Okay, so
You take
2,
4.
which means
Yeah, you
Tidbit takes 2.
No, half is 4.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
resistant to any damage he takes.
Yeah,
So then it gets
another-
half again.
Yeah.
So that is 2.
So when I do if I roll like 4d8, if you miss, it's half. Do I roll 2d8 then, or do I still roll 4d8?
You just roll the 48 and just take half of it.
Okay.
It's a higher
In
chance of
that
getting a
case-
higher number.
In that case, for Scott, yes, it is 4. I didn't roll 2 more times for the 48 lightning damage on the initial guy. Do you remember how much
Gotcha.
it was
He
initially?
took 8. He took
It was
8.
8. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, so 19 divided by 2 is
9.
about 9. Yeah, so that's 9. Hey, one more.
All right. And then I need a Constitution
Oh.
saving throw from Tidbit, DC 10.
Could I also do an extra attack real quick? I'm so sorry.
Of course.
Okay. That is going to be 21.
That's a hit.
Okay.
That was a 19 con save,
You're good.
and we settled on 9 damage all in all.
we got 9
For-
more minutes to do damage.
Oh, you Scott took 2 points of damage, so you took 2 points of damage, but the DC was 10 because that's the minimum you can take.
It's going to be 16 lightning damage and then 4 piercing damage for that extra attack.
16
And
lightning,
then
4
if you can make one more dex saving throw, Scott.
piercing.
I'm sorry.
Add all your
Scott wanted more damage. He's got more damage. Just absolutely hitting him.
Go take the hit for him.
I'm just gonna say that was a fail. I'm not gonna add the rest because I know it's gonna be low. But I'm gonna teleport with you, so you take the damage instead. Can I do that?
You can.
No.
You can.
No, he's saying no. He's saying no.
Technically, if
Wait,
if
does that mean I could
Ursine-
teleport in and take it for Scott?
Ursine could also teleport in and take it for Scott.
Oh, I
If
just
you-
can't initiate it.
Yeah, you can take someone else's damage, or someone can take your damage.
Okay.
I got concentration to hold. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
actually going to, on that second one, I'll actually teleport in and take that damage for Scott instead and be there with him.
Love that. Look at you, cuties.
Okay, so
So-
now I'm back at the circle.
Very good, very good.
I'm just gonna stare at Ursine.
So whatever
No,
that
you're
damage
You're
is.
still out there, Scott.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you're still
Oh, he just
out
teleports
there, and-
beside me.
Yeah.
Oh, we switched
Oh.
places? Yeah, I was like,
No.
I thought I came to
Yeah,
you.
you came. To,
Yeah,
you come
yeah.
to me.
Okay.
So Scott got shot, and then he dodged the first one, didn't dodge the second one, but then the fairy appears, takes the arrow for him, and then gets shot.
And how much damage did I take on the second one?
13 lightning.
Okay, so half 6.
Well, that's the 13 is now just going to Tanner, so you're not taking that at all
Oh, okay.
because he blocked the damage. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Tanner
because when
takes
I
13.
take damage, Tidbit takes damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to whisper to Tidbit. Do you think he's upset with me?
Tippett feels all that. He's like, ow, ow.
I don't know
ow.
what that answer means. Clearly, you're upset with me. I don't know about the cheese, though.
And then arrows come a flying from the north.
Just imagine a middle finger with webbed fingers. Like, you probably can't even separate it fully.
Yeah.
The whole hand. He's like, yeah, take that. What is this? +7. Oh Jesus. My boy Ursine, that's a 17 to hit.
You hit.
And Dez, that is a I think I actually missed. That's an 11.
That hits, but it goes to me because it's my
Out of
AC.
there, yeah. Great. Okay, so my first friend, you take some damage. You take. Where's this number at? Oh, okay. You take 2 points of piercing damage and 12 points of cold damage. Earth sign. And then everyone's in the Earth place.
God damn it! I lose concentration.
Oh, gotcha.
I've never successfully concentrated. At this whole
Wait,
combat.
by how much? You have that? You have the +4, the D4, right?
I do. Oh, also,
it's his new-
I thought it was a 2. It was a 12, so I do succeed. I'm just blind. It's just like the 2 is facing me like directly, and the 12 is on top.
Blocking your own blessings, Lord. Okay, I need everyone to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm enlarged. I have advantage on that.
Oh, didn't expect that.
Can I add your thing to this, Tanner? Or no? Just regular
Yeah, you
ability?
can.
Okay, I'm gonna need to, and I still think I'm gonna fail. But
It's +5.
yeah, it's a 9.
Got a 19.
You could have held that.
Alright, oh, and we get a D4.
You also do have your D4 that you can roll.
18 for
Right
me.
18 passes.
That's a D4.
19? So, yeah.
19 passes.
Math is hard.
What if it goes up to 10?
Dirty 20.
However, if Desert is gonna take damage, I'm gonna teleport to take it instead and just divvy up that damage between me and Tidbit. Because I resisted, so I half of it, and then spread it.
You've created a monster, Tidbit.
Because honestly, I just want to use the power because it's so fun.
Okay, so Andrew passed, right?
Yes. If a 19.
Scott passed. Yeah, 19 passed. 17 was the DC. Everyone passes except Dez.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ground starts to shake, except it's very the ground starts to shake and then it just starts to get still, and everyone feels the stillness except for Dez as the ground directly under you starts to begin to shake, and an ability called Earth and Eruption happens. You would take 5d12 of bludgeoning damage. You are knocked prone, and while in the earthen area for this turn, you have it's difficult terrain. So when you can use half your movement to get up, but then moving every 1 foot is 2 feet of movement. So Scott, you can still do that thing you want to do, or you cannot. But you be I have rolled the dice damage. Do you want to know it before you decided you're going to be chivalrous?
Yeah, let's hear the damage.
Save the healer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's 42 points of damage.
Okay, that's fine because I'll take 21.
Oh, 21.
And
Save
then
the
it'll be
healer by
that
hurting
will
the
be
healer.
split up between. So I'll take 21, and then Tidbit will take 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Tidbit sits and regrets his decision. All right, is she still prone?
Again.
Are we both just prone beside each other now?
I think if under the verbiage of this spell, I think you teleport in and push her out of the way, and the attack just hits you. So now you are under the effects of it, as if you had failed this ability. So you're prone. Once you do get up to standing, the area is difficult terrain for you. And then there's another thing, but it doesn't really matter to you. So I'll just keep it to myself.
Okay, the good thing is we divvy up only half the damage to 2 people, and I have a larger movement speed, so it won't take me as much to get up.
Correct. And also the people who pass notice that nothing happens to them. These are save and you're good. So you didn't have to take half damage for passing. It was just if you fail, you take a fuck ton of damage. And then there's a bunch of different effects that happen. And that brings us to the end of turn order, which brings us to the end of this this episode as we start this next phase of combat. So hey, maybe I was gaslighting you all along, and this whole campaign is just one long combat. Who knows?
We get to the end and we've learned the story. Now go back home. Thanks,
Everyone's done a
Teach.
great job. But yeah, we'll be back at it next week. Same time, same place. As far as I know, nothing is weird or anything. So we will see you all next week, Wednesday, 7:30, right here. We'll be here. We'll be queer, and we'll be probably in this fight. So come hang out. You will know exactly what went on. Okay. So. All right, friends. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.